If you've ever wanted to start your online journey and start talking about your online business on various different social media channels, but you are not quite sure that that's the way to go, or that is for you, or you're feeling too shy or too cringe, let me let me share with you my disastrous beginnings when I started I had no idea that I was starting my online marketing business, but that's how it turned out. When I was 47, I went through a very, very acrimonious divorce. And I literally found myself from one day to the next on the street with my then 18-month-old twins. And I had no idea what to do next. I had no job. Savings were gone. My property was gone. So it was one very, very scary and an impossible situation, in fact. Luckily, my mother took us in, and so we weren't entirely homeless. We were living in her tiny apartment, but I still had no work. So I was looking to do something online. I wanted to teach English as a foreign language. I couldn't do that because in order to teach English online, you need a quiet house. And for all of you who have had toddlers in the house, you know that that house is never quiet. And then when they were asleep, I needed to be quiet so they could go to sleep. So that didn't work. Then I came across dropshipping. I had no idea what dropshipping was. Let me just paint the picture. Before that moment, most of the activities that I did online were maybe put my status up on Facebook. Like I didn't do any work or anything online. So dropshipping, because I didn't know anything from anything, dropshipping seemed like a great idea. Because it said you didn't need to invest any money. Also, it said that you didn't need any experience, you didn't need any knowledge. Basically, what you do is set up this website and people somehow from somewhere land on your website and buy your products for no rhyme, no reason. So obviously that didn't work. And in another video, I'm going to describe all the sorry details about me starting that business, because I didn't even have a computer at that time. I mean, it's just you couldn't make it up, honestly. Anyway, but while I was pursuing this promised land of dropshipping, I kept coming across a phrase, affiliate marketing. And I had no idea what affiliate marketing was. I could kind of figure out the meaning of the words, but I had no idea what it actually meant in the kind of context of things. So I went to Wikipedia and typed in, what is affiliate marketing? And now that also sounded like a promised land. So one of the biggest downfalls of people when they're just starting out and they haven't got a clue about anything, like I didn't have any clue back then, is also, I would argue, one of the advantages. Because you just don't know what you don't know. So you feel confident about being enthusiastic about all these, because you don't have very much information to go on. So I just read these amazing reviews about affiliate marketing, and I thought, that's it. I'll do affiliate marketing. And that is what I did. It turned out that affiliate marketing, in fact, was a great business for me, and that's how I made my first 6 figures. But this wasn't without quite a few frustrating, I was going to say months, but actually it took about 3 years, 2.5 years from when I started affiliate marketing to make my even first sale. I was going to be a blogger. I was going to recommend products from Amazon and get commission for those products. And I thought, of course, the whole world will come to my blog and buy things that I recommend. Like, what else? However, one great thing happened from that blog. I did make one one solitary sale from that blog, and I made 51 or 57 cents from that blog. I'm going to put a picture here of that first check so you can see I never cashed it. But to me, it felt like I had earned millions, because this was the proof of concept that I needed. That was maybe a year and a bit into my journey, and people around me were starting to question my sanity, whether I was like completely crazy for wanting to do this, and I was thinking that this was ever going to work for me. So now that I made this one sale, I thought, bingo, this is going to work. This is absolutely 100% going to work. But it turned out that being a single parent to my twins, and then the whole day long, every day, and then writing about that in the evening, plus I had to find, in the meantime, I had to find a full-time job. I was working as a customer service representative for an American company. I worked from 3 p.m. till midnight, and then writing my blogs after my children's second bottle at 1 a.m. or half past midnight. It was very grueling, and I found that I simply just couldn't write about twins, about all the products for babies, because it was just too much, too overwhelming. So then I switched to another blog, for which I wrote, I hope you're ready, 120 articles, all again 2,000 words plus, no AI, where I was reviewing various digital products. Although this was quite hard work, because I had to do the research on the digital products and, form my opinion and then give my opinion. Actually, I found it easier because it took me out of the thinking about babies and all of that. But had no success with that whatsoever. Not a single sale came from that blog. I had hardly any traffic. But I will say that wasn't a waste of my time, because I did learn how to, first of all, become a blogger and how to write. For example, I'm not a great writer by any stretch of the imagination. Or does it come naturally to me? I can now sit down and write anything you tell me, no problem, because my writing muscle is so developed that I don't see a problem when I need to sit down and write something, which is kind of, just to go back, kind of what I'm doing now with these daily YouTube videos. I want to get so good at these, and I want to make them so easy for me, for my mindset, that posting then 3 times per week or 4 times per week is nothing. Anyway, so then also with that blog, I learned how to use Pinterest. I learned how to use Instagram. And that skill of knowing how to use Instagram later on got me another full-time job. Actually, I was running someone's Instagram account. Successfully so, if I may say it so myself. And so I learned many, many great skills. No money whatsoever. But I obviously need to change that. I couldn't work for free like that. So I did that for maybe 10 months or so. And then I started promoting this same program on Facebook. Didn't have any success. And then started promoting a high-ticket program. Didn't get success. However, I did learn the crucial skill for everyone, which is what I want to teach all of you, is storytelling, and intentional storytelling that gets you customers, that gets you clients. So once I started implementing that, I actually went from my first high-ticket sales to leaving my full-time job in 3 months' time. It was unbelievable.